Hi everyone, it's Catherine. I'm your health and life coach. Now going into the manifesting zone. Who wants to manifest more energy, more prosperity, heal from illnesses? You know, my specialty is Lyme disease, but there's any illness that could be healed just from getting into this manifesting zone. I've done it, my clients are doing it, and I want to talk to you about this today. Manifesting zone. So what is it that you want in your life? What is it that you go to bed thinking about and that you wake up thinking about? What is it that you long for? What is it that feels like it's a far-fetched, like you can't quite get it, right? So I've been there. There's a reason why I wasn't present for the last, I think it was the last 3 weeks. I was longing for something and I didn't know how to get it. And then I kept telling the same story over and over of why I was struggling and what was going on. And then my vibration was getting lower and lower. And then I went, oh, no, here's the thing. And this is the key message for you today. I know it's Friday and a lot of people are anticipating the weekend, and I wanted to infuse that energy into you so that you can gain your power back. So if you're if you're on live, just let me know that you can hear me. Maybe drawing a few thumbs up or hearts, because I can't see who's on there. So anyways, it's always nice to have interaction. So the power of telling your story. I've been reading the works of Abraham Hicks. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but basically, think about the times when you were telling an empowering story, right? Like, let's say you're feeling good in your body, and you're like, yes, I've got energy, and I was able to accomplish XYZ today, and go, 25 kilometers of bike, and work and do everything at my house, and then boom, I sit down and I still have energy. Like, how long ago was that story in your daily life? Sometimes for many of us, it goes back to like teenage years when we're doing this and that. We're involved in school activities and we're going to play our favorite sports and be with our friends and all that. So notice how when we advance in age and we're molded into other people's stories and into what's going on around us, our story change. Oh, I struggle because of this. Oh, it's been so hard. Oh, this is, I'm feeling sick all the time, or I have no energy, or, hey André, je vais en faire un français après. Or it's been difficult. And notice how the more you've been telling the things that's been difficult, the more it's been happening in your life. And I'm sure you've read this. This is the law of attraction. And I'm sure you've been like, yeah, okay. But do you do it? It actually does work. And this is where I've chosen to embark on a 21-day and invite you to do this with me, a 21-day challenge of telling the story the way you want it to be, not the way it is. And why is that? Because the more you repeat the circumstances as they are, the more you enter into that vibration, and your nervous system loads up what you're saying. Let's say you're saying you're tired. Your nervous system is reloading that experience to recreate that experience, so it crystallizes this experience in your life. And of course you're going to experience more tiredness and more lack of energy, because this is the vibration that you're emanating. And we are vibrational beings, right? Remember a time in your life when you were thinking about something, and let's say you had no resistance about it, thinking about, a friend or someone that you wanted to talk to, and all of a sudden this person calls you, like sometimes even to like the second. That's because we are beings of vibration, and our vibration attracts the vibration of others, and it attracts the vibration of the things that we want in our life, whether it's health, it's energy, it's money, it's being in alignment with our life's purpose, it's harmonious relationships, it's abundant love and prosperity, whatever it is, we attract it by the vibration of what we emit. And what is it that sets our vibration, our energetic signature, if you want? This is what we tell ourselves over and over and over. Think about when you're telling an empowering story, when you're passionate about something, how you're just radiating and you feel like you're emanating this power and this energy, and all of a sudden things come into your life and it's easy and it's flowing and it's like, wow, okay, and it kind of self reinforces. There's a self-fulfilling prophecy of that, versus when you tell a disempowering story. And I had clients in the past who were telling a story. Let's say they were telling the story of their illness, and just by the very fact of telling the story, they were feeling the symptoms coming on like a wave. Symptoms such as lack of coordination and heaviness in the legs. And I mean, they were doing nothing else than telling the story. So notice that in your life, when you're telling a disempowering story, how it manifests in your body, in your energy, and in your life, because there's a good chance that what you keep telling over and over and over, that it is your outside circumstances. And here's the thing, you do not describe what you see. You see what you describe, because your words have that much power. Your words are creation. What if there was no filter between what you say and what gets manifested in your world? You know, there's many expressions, you know, when you say stuff like, oh, this is killing me. I say, don't say that, because it could literally kill you, right? Like, your words have that much power. So I invite you to observe the results in your life, observe what's going on in your life, and the things that are not the way you want them to be thankful for that contrast, because this is telling you where, by knowing what you don't want, it's telling you what you want. But stop telling the story of what you don't want, because by realigning with that vibration, this is what you're going to attract in your energy field all the time, whether it's sickness or toxic relationships, people taking advantage of you, or feeling tired, or having too much, you know, being overweight. When you stop telling, because I know sometimes it's kind of a mind twister, because when you say, oh, I don't want this anymore, you think you're being intentional of saying to the universe, well, I don't want this anymore, but you're putting so much attention on what you no longer want, that this is the vibration you're aligning with, so you attract more of what you don't want, versus using that which you don't want as a compass to let you know what is it that you want, what is it that you actually long for, and tell the story of what that looks like, right? So if you hear yourself talking about how you struggle with, I don't know, like let's say how you struggle with money, start by saying, instead of saying, oh, I struggle with the money, start by saying, I want to feel at ease with money. I want money to flow in. And by just stating what you want, already you're shifting your vibration from this lack mentality, this lack space, to a space of possibility of I do want, and a declaration of something that you want in your life. And most of the times, and this is how I work with my clients, is because I hear and I see and I feel the energy leaks in people. And energy leaks can be an illness. Lyme disease is a huge energy leak. Cancer is a huge energy leak. Pain in the body is a huge. Overweight, it's a huge energy leak. But it's also the limiting beliefs of what you think you deserve in life. Of maybe you think you need to work so hard for your money, or that you'll never find your life's purpose because you've been confused all your life. This is all limiting beliefs that are draining your energy. And by taking these energy leaks and these limiting beliefs and actually plugging these leaks so that it empowers you, that energy that used to be leaked out, we harness it out of the darkness into the light, and it becomes your greater motor of change to change in the direction that you want to create. And that requires to tell a different story. And I'm telling you this now. You might not be ready to hear this, or you might have heard this 5,000 times. I don't care, because we all need to hear it. I don't know how many times I've listened to Abraham Hicks. I've listened to my mentors. I've listened to a bunch of leaders in this world. I've read books. I know this. And every time I get reminded to tell a different story in order to manifest something different in my life. So my job and your job is to do whatever we need to do to feel good in our body, good in our mind and create it. I know it's difficult when you're suffering. Let's say if you're in pain with illness or whatever it is. I know it can be difficult, and it's not impossible, because this is what will get you there. And when you take a little moment to tell the story differently, and it takes an effort. It's almost like, when you don't feel like smiling, you smile anyways, and then it kind of activates that positive energy into you, and then all of a sudden it becomes easier and easier and easier, and that's where you become more energetic, and then you are able to manifest more of what you want in your life. So start by witnessing and observing the story that you no longer want to tell, and make a decision today to stop telling that story and start telling the story of how you want things to be. And trust me, when you start doing that, things align like crazy. I have a client who suffers from Lyme disease, and even before, hey Crystal, hey Derek, even before implementing anything for her body, like the matter, even before she received the protocol, just with the coaching, just with realigning her thoughts and mind and finding a deeper motivation, and she had close to 40 or 50% improvement within a month before even installing a protocol. And we're talking about Lyme disease. That's really powerful, right? So this is what I see for everybody who's got energy leaks, that when we start plugging these energy leaks, and when you start telling a different story and you tell it the way you want it to be, not the way you see it, that's when you start manifesting more energy in your body, vitality, strength, stamina, align your thoughts, feel more at peace, feel the Zen, and that's when your life's purpose emerges and you go at it with passion and motivation. Right? And I want for everybody in this planet to awaken to their unique gifts, because we all came here with a unique gift. And every moment that you're not living in true alignment with your essence, that you're not in your gift, that you're not feeling empowered, the world misses you. The world misses your gifts, your contribution. And this is not like a guilt trip. I'm just saying that we want more of you. Actually, there's a good friend of mine, and actually I think it's you, Crystal. One day you told me, I want more of you, Catherine. And you have no idea how this touched me in my heart. Right? So I miss you, Crystal. Oh, Derek. Miss you guys. So are you willing to embark on this 21 day of telling the story the way you want it, the way you want your life to look like, instead of describing your current circumstances? Trust me, you guys, it is so powerful. And I think in the last 3 weeks, I was stuck in like a spiral. I was stuck in a spiral of telling things about why I was struggling. And then I started to ask myself, why am I so attached to this story? Like, why do I need so much to tell how hard it was and how much I struggle? And I was like, oh, I needed a sense of validation. And I needed a sense of like giving myself, permission to be like, yeah, I've worked hard and I deserve what I want. I deserve to have what I want. And so I was seeking that validation outside of me. And then I started to give myself that validation. And boom, powerful, came back into my power. Okay, like, almost just waking up from a bad dream, right? And then I went like, okay, this is so imperative to tell the story like I want it to be. Like the life that I want to manifest, because that's when I'll align my vibration, and that's when I'll attract things in my life that I want to attract, in order to empower even more myself and my clients and the people in my life, so we can all up level, right? A rising tide lifts all boats. I miss you, Crystal. Yes. So let's go on a rampage of 21 days of telling the story the way we want our life to be like. So anytime we hear ourselves go into like, oh, I struggle, this is hard, it's like, stop in your tracks, backtrack, ask yourself, what is it about that story that I'm kind of holding on to that I need? Give yourself that longing, like the validation that I needed, and immediately switch into telling the story you want it to be, and watch the magic unfold. That's my invitation for you today on this Friday. I love you guys, sending you so much love and prosperity and health and abundance and joy and just all the wonders that you deserve, that we all deserve. We all came here on this planet to have the most amazing life experience, the most amazing human experience in this body. We all deserve it. And what has been preventing us from being there is oftentimes the stories we tell ourselves. So let's just change the story. It's just a habit. It really is just a habit. In 21 days, it'll be like, boom. All right, so who's with me? Just comment below. Tell me that you're in. I might not come every day for a Facebook Live, but I'm dedicated to doing this. And I'm dedicated to exploring when I was not telling an empowering story, what is it in that I was needing? And so these insights will help you and help my clients also transcend the stories that were disempowering. So this is my invitation. And please share your insights so that we can all grow from that, all up level from that, and live a higher vibrational life and bring our unique gifts into the world, contribute into the world, make this world better, bigger, right? I have this big vision for the world, right? If this planet and this global network of light workers where we all have something very unique to contribute, to shift the energy of the world into a lot more positivity. Wouldn't you agree that the world needs a lot more positivity? The world needs a lot more light and love. And it's all seated within each one of you, in your souls, in your hearts, in my soul, in my heart. So the work that I'm doing on myself, I do it with the intention of up-leveling me and my life, my clients, my family, my friends, but everyone on this planet. Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in this world. It starts with you. It starts with your story. It starts with your vibrational alignment. Thoughts? Insights? I love you guys. Have a fantastic weekend, and I can't wait to connect with you some more. All right. Love you guys.